This is Eva Colette. Welcome to round 2 of the Strangetown Let's Play. We're going to actually be starting all over with the Specter household, which at this moment contains Olive and Ophelia, but Nervous Subject will be moving in very shortly. Probably won't be able to call Nervous and invite him over just yet so that he can move in, but it's always worth a try. Always worth a try. Oh, and we have Jessica Body as a ghost wandering around our house.
What?
Yeah, he's gonna be mad at her because she called in the middle of the night. I end up with 2. Oh no, he's talking to her. Well, that's a shock. Was not anticipating that. But I probably still have to wait until after 7 and have her call him again and invite him over. She doesn't like doctors or x-rays. Okay, we're gonna have you end this conversation, Olive. Because we do need to actually invite Nervous over. Sure. Wasn't aware Nervous had friends. I mean, Nervous definitely knows a few people, but... Gonna have her just do some playing before school. He brought over Chloe Smith / Curious? Interesting. Like, why Nervous? Oh, won't hurt anything. And she's gonna ask him to move in. He doesn't want to move in? Nervous! Why not? I'm so confused. Okay. Well, I'll have her do a couple social interactions with him. But they're on pretty friendly terms. And Ophelia's school bus is here. Why is she? Okay, we're gonna try this again. Is it the going in for the hug? I just don't understand. Well, we're gonna make Nervous move in. Alright, alternate route for moving in Nervous is to do that. Alright, there's Nervous moved in. Good job. He technically is supposed to be at work, so we're gonna send him to work. Let Olive collect those cleaning skills. What does she actually want? She wants a logic skill for her. It's probably not gonna happen. Ah, this yard is such a mess. That's okay. It'll get better once the ghosts are moved out. Which will happen before you know it. Also, what does Nervous have in his... Oh, hey, they do not have a TV. Well, guess what, Nervous? Put your TV here. Everything else they do have. Plus an extra somehow? Oh, sorry. I always have them report Miss Morrington's scheme because, you know, the children are out of control. There's nothing in Nervous's training to prepare him for such a disaster. Nervous grabs his desk phone and calls in backup. Initially, hall monitors and gym coach burst into the classroom with the principal bringing in the rear. "This is what your teacher of the year has created," shouts Nervous from underneath the desk. A small army of educators get the situation in hand before too long, and Nervous is able to spill the beans. Though some have a hard time grasping the truth, the principal quickly recognizes Nervous's efforts, and she promotes him to elementary school teacher to replace the disgraced Miss Morrington. So Nervous just got a promotion there, which is very exciting. And a raise. I'm gonna have him do that. And have some lunch. She wants to gain a skill point. The only one she does not have at this point is body. Not really a way for her to gain body skill though without like jump roping. First time ever Nervous has savings. Very exciting. Good for you, Nervous. Oh, and here's Ophelia, home from work. Ophelia does become an adult in 9 days, which means that this evening is going to be the first time she looks for a job. How's the jump roping going, Olive? Going good? There's Chloe. Oh, Chloe's cleaning up our yard for us. How nice. Alright, so she has gained a skill point. Just gonna have her say goodbye to Chloe. See how he's doing. He's gonna need to build some skills. He also wants to buy assorted musical instruments. Have her work on some friends here. Start with Jill. Where did she put her? Okay, her homework is on her desk. I am going to move it back out here just because she's going to ask Nervous to help her with homework. Why are you sad about watching TV, Nervous? Okay. And then she'll call Jenny. She's in good shape. I'm gonna have her ask Nervous for homework help. And because nobody's watching that, it's very loud. Nervous. Well, here comes the Grim Reaper. Aw, she got the hula dancers. Alright, so Nervous got 10,000 simoleons, and he is the only one who inherited anything. Well, and both he and Ophelia are now very sad. Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna have you finish cooking. She wants to gain a skill point. She's a music and dance sim. I'm gonna have her study. Nope. Study some creativity. And we are also going to move. Oops. Olive's urn out of the house and put her in her own garden with the rest of the ghosts. And with Olive no longer living on the lot, we will, once the gameplay like produces Olive's ghosts, we will be moving all of the tombstones to the graveyard, and that will become some other plot part of the lot. Okay, I'm not gonna have you work on your homework just by itself. Oh, Nervous served food. How generous. Go ahead and eat your food. Put away the leftovers. I will let them buy an easel, which we'll put out here. Probably not going to be a highly used item on this lot, but he wants to obtain a pet. I could see Nervous having a small dog. I don't know why. It just feels right. So maybe he works tomorrow 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Maybe tomorrow after work I will send him to adopt a pet. Okay. Finish her homework. No. Why did you stop? Come on. Also, Nervous will have $50,000 in savings, which means they'll be able to hire. They already have a outdoor gardener who comes and takes care of the outdoors, but they will qualify to hire a maid as well in this household, which is great. Since Nervous definitely doesn't like to clean. We do definitely need to make over his bedding, though. That works. So we'll let him hire a maid tomorrow as well. Okay, Nervous, why are you awake? Probably has to do with a ghost. Oh, and he wants a cat. Never mind. We'll let him get a cat. He has decided he does not want the small dog I envisioned for him. Fine. Yeah, she'll take a dance job. That works. She doesn't have a specific career aspiration, but that's musically inclined and she'll like that. Gonna have him hire the maid. Well, she wants a small dog. Maybe after college, Ophelia. Alright, and there's her school bus. Nervous really wants to impress the administration with his students, and the school district science fair looks like a perfect opportunity. Two of his students' projects really stand out. Harry Monroe's model that hypothesizes the result of hot chocolate brewed in a volcano. That sounds like an experience. And Sally Ominki's hieroglyphic gelatin projector. Both are top-notch and cutting edge for the elementary scientific community, but Nervous can only send one student. Who should he send? Oh, based on his previous experience with the Beakers, I think he's going to select Harry. Okay, Nervous decides to send Harry Monroe to the competition, convinced that no judge can resist cocoa brewed with simulated piping hot magma chambers. Assumptions have little place in science, however, and Harry and Nervous's spirits plummet when they are informed that, oddly enough, all three judges have a strong dislike for all things chocolate. Despite Nervous's demand for an alternative opinion from another judge's panel, Monroe's volcanic cocoa theory is pronounced dead on arrival. For such a poor showing in the district science fair, the school decides not to reimburse Nervous for money spent sponsoring Harry, and he is forced to pay 475 simoleons out of his own pocket. Well, could be worse. Does mean we're rather low on available funds at the moment, but that's okay. They both have savings. Nervous gets paid. All sorts of stuff. I do love how they take, like, the weirdest routes. Why? Okay, let's see. And we're just gonna let Ophelia... Okay, she works at 4. Do what she wants for a little bit. Her carpool will be here around the time that Nervous is arriving home. Okay, well, she'll be back tomorrow. And in the meantime, we're gonna have him go and adopt the kitten of his dreams from the pet store. And yes, you can use the pet adoption service to do this. I just wanted him to travel off the lot and go someplace different. So we're going to the Planetary Pet Store, which hopefully will work for this. Will be the first sim I have taken there, so we'll see. Okay, we definitely have ways to adopt cats, but he can't buy any of the pet supplies except maybe a collar. Go ahead and adopt your kitten, Nervous. Well, I think we're gonna go with Sassy.
Ah, boy. Let's see. Увольнив. У него зиму. Запу. Receive him. Receive him. Hip hip. Почини. Правда. Então.
Alright. And we're not gonna keep Nervous here super long. We're just gonna let him adopt his pet, call a taxi, go home. There stands every charlatan. I thought I heard his music. Eventually a business owner will own this lot and more things will be purchasable in there, but for right now, it is what it is. Okay, so she has arrived home from work. We do need to, yes, buy a pet food dish. Put right here. And then, due to low funds, we are only going to get a handful of things here, but that'll be just fine because we can always add more later. / higher quality items at a later date. Okay, we definitely want her to have a collar, but okay, so Ophelia's student band is scheduled to be the final act in the talent show today, and they've been working on a rocking finale song. After hearing some of the early acts go, Ophelia begins to be a little concerned that the song is a bit too heavy for the many parents in the audience. Should they play it anyway or tone it down a bit? Oh, they're going to rock out. Rocking out is all about sticking it to the man, and Ophelia isn't about to lame up their song. The band goes out, rocks full force, only to find that the audience does not respond at all. There are scattered applause after they finish, and Ophelia loses some music and dance enthusiasm. That's okay, she'll be alright. Okay, and she is home from school. She does not work today. I may have her go to the pool and work on that body skill. Maybe invite Johnny? But first.
Fashig. Oh, Jukaba, Shifo la Mukista. Chamba, Chamba Kalo.
There we go, headed for the pool.
Beach.
And I don't think we've been to the pool yet, that I remember. Might have gone with one of the Curious Brothers. But I don't think so. I mean, there's a sauna and a hot tub. Vending machines. Wow. Renee Andrews, fancy.
Turno! Happy
Timla!
Alright, so she gained her body skill point, had some fun at the pool. We're gonna let her go home now. Unsavory charlatan just shows up everywhere.
Blib, madam, blib.
And call Cersei Beaker, because why not? actually. Given the way the puzzles are outside, I'm probably going to have him help mop up. We'll get him a cleaning skill point, but he just won't be very excited about it. Gonna get her a couple more toys. Since she does definitely need that.
Sneak. Woofum. Mzikucha.
Nervous brought his friend Talon home again.
Their shoes.
Eva, is it vanilla for say back is Oh, no, no, no. Oh, shh.
They're gossiping about Olive Specter.
Yow.
Opla malakable. Apple. Did it? Crang. Diva.
Alright, and Nervous's next goal is going to be to save up enough money to adopt. Going to be doing an adoption in the next round for him.
Rob. Piala.
trouble. Yampo.
Convenez-vous. Ça va. Vous aimez. Oh, vous de là. Oh, Kujam. Ça va là, Kujam. Oh, tu peux dire d'abord. Ah, tu peux Kujam. Kujam. Oh.
I'm gonna be watching pretty carefully to see if I can find if Olive's ghost comes out tonight. It hasn't so far. We can't move the puddle makers off of the lot until after Olive has appeared. So if she doesn't show up tonight, that'll have to wait until sometime next round. Well, here she's awake at 3 a.m., which means some ghost probably bugged her. That's fine. Have her praise Sassy and then teach her to come here.
Vivo. Shambu. Norgi Plage. Bohoo! Galomi.
Okay, and here we are at 6 a.m. On Saturday, which is where this round ends. And still haven't seen Olive's ghost. So we're gonna have the ghosts in the yard for a little bit longer. This round, Nervous moved in, Olive passed away, Ophelia got a job, Nervous adopted a cat named Sassy, and in the next round, Nervous is going to hopefully get to a place financially where he can adopt a child. You do have to have 3,000 simoleons to adopt a child. He currently has 1,000 in the household funds. We could always take something out of savings and make it so he could adopt immediately. I don't typically do that, although I will say if I get towards the end of the next round and he's still not at 1,000 simoleons, I may reach into his savings and take a little bit out for that purpose. We shall see. We shall see. But yeah, that's... And the Specter household, of course, will be changing to the subject household name-wise, and we're going to have to do a new blurb. Okay, blurb is updated, because if I make myself wait, I'll forget to. I've already got my notes to update my spreadsheet. And we did visit a couple of community lots that we haven't gone to yet. The swimming pool and the pet store both. And I'm off to do real life. Hopefully you get a chance to enjoy both your game and your real life. And thanks for watching. Have a good one.